everybody, this is Terry Sanford. We're down at the Whistlestop Festival in Huntsville, Alabama, down at the historic Huntsville Depot. These people wanted to talk to me today because they found out I am a, I don't know, what do you call it, a barbecue traditionist. My family has been in the barbecue business since 1925. If you've heard of Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue in Decatur, I know you've heard of Chris Lilly, who takes care of that. My family owns the Gibsons here. They own the Gibsons in Decatur. And we're just out here having a ball. This is our second year. We had a great time. I am extremely proud of what I turned in today. I don't know if the judges will like it, but at this point I don't care because there's nothing I can do about it. But really happy with what we did. It looked good. Everything tasted good.
Okay, well then just...
That looks good.
Hey, good.
Very good.
What skin goes on that? That one. Is it done?
No, you need to get it and do it.
We like it. Is that a good spot?
Did you get that all off?
You just like to take that. Hey, Bailey, you doing a different
Am
angle?
I doing it on the right side?
Yes.
I like it.
Skin is thick.
Can you get on the whole? Yeah.
number one in the box. Looked real good, had a good glow. But looked good in the box, good and tender. Actually was probably one of the better cooked as far as the tenderness goes overall than the rest of them. And the last one was looked about the same as number 5 did in the box, but unfortunately the taste, it had a little too much pepper in it. So that's probably going to hurt it overall, but here again, tenderness, it was cooked.
Ready? Numbers 1 and 2 to me had excellent taste. Number 2 was a little too dry, but had an interesting flavor. Number 2 had a little sweet flavor to it, very different, very good. Number 3 overall was a disappointment in taste. It was my cracker had a better taste than number 3. 4, 5, and 6, the tenderness wasn't very good. On mine, the skin just peeled off the meat where it shouldn't do that. And overall, of most of them, they just used too much sauce. I've tasted way too much sauce, a lot less meat, and just a little too much for me.
All right. On the first one, had very good skin, very good taste. The second one had a interesting fruit flavor to the chicken. It subtracted from the overall flavor of the chicken. It was overcooked. Number 3 was overcooked. It had a good skin on it. Number 4 had a very good taste, but the skin did not pop at all. Number 5, very good taste, very tender, good skin. Number 6, there was a problem with its skin and a unknown foreign taste that truly distracted from the chicken.
Overall, the chicken was pretty good today. Number 1 was my favorite. It had great texture and a good flavor. Even the meat was flavorful without the sauce and skin on it. Number 2 was, and number 6 were my least favorite. Number 2 was overcooked and had an over flavorful fruit or a jelly of some type. I'm not sure what it was. And the number 6 also had a strange overall texture and flavor to it.
Well, on the chicken category today, sample number 1 and sample number 5 were the only 2 that I thought where the skin was done. Both of them had excellent taste and texture to it. On sample number 2, it had something in between the 3 judges. We can't figure out what the taste is, but it detracted from it a little bit. And the same with number 6, it had a foreign taste. And mine, the chicken was just barely done. But I would guess the number 1 I liked was the drumstick on sample number 5.
Yeah?
Yeah. Might need to be moved over this way a little bit.
Huh?
This way just a little bit.
Your thing's a little bit high there.
Yeah?
Hey, Rick. How are you?
Where are those scissors at?
Over here.
cut that off for me?
All right. Let's go.
We might need to move this up, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Watch the box.
Sorry. Taking out parsley and everything.
Yeah.
Hold that up there. Yeah? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, this rib here was my best. It had a little pull, a little tug from the bone. The bone started drying immediately, and it really doesn't have a whole lot of sauce on it, so you could taste the meat. That one was really good. My worst one was this one. It had a real hard tug to get anything off of it, and the sauce, it was too bitey. Couldn't taste any. These, you can see that the bone dried immediately on them, but these were overcooked and just wasn't desirable. So this one here is my favorite. It tugged nice, and the texture of the meat was good. You could taste the pork.
Okay, I'm going to keep focusing here.
Well, I would say that my favorite of these that we had was this one right here. That was my favorite rib, and then this one down here would be my least favorite rib.
I thought number 6 was the most tasty, although it was pretty tough. It was a little difficult to pull from the bone, but had a nice, sweet, peppery taste, not over strong. The number 4 rib was the most tender and had a nice taste to it. My least favorite was number 1, and it was overcooked, mushy, really just no taste at all. You're Sam.
Okay, I thought the presentation on all of them were nice. And overall, I say overall a good set of 6 ribs. My best, I guess, is be number 4 here, and because it had the best flavor, I thought, and tenderness was good. My least would be probably number 3 because it lacked a little flavor and it was a little tough to me. Thank you.
My least favorite was number 3. The rib itself was cold. The sauce just had a real strange flavor to it. It was cooked pretty well, but other than that, just had a strange flavor to it. My favorite was number 4th entry. It had a really nice flavor profile, and it was cooked perfectly. So anyway, they all had decent presentation.
Hey, they all had a good presentation. I like number 3 the least. It had a unidentified flavor to me. I don't know if it was lighter fluid or what, and it was very tough. My favorite was number 4. The flavor was outstanding, and it was tender, pulled off the bone perfectly.
Dude, I had those $100.
You done with this pan, Stan?
I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to leave a gap in between that. Hold on. Hold on a second. Come on, boy. Hey, now, what's up? All right. Hold on.
Y'all done turned stuff in? You got one more to turn in? Fingers crossed, go get them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man.
Ooh.
Too hot?
It's so tender, it's breaking apart.
Oh, I can't open it.
Round it up.
There's your pulled pork.
A bang, a bang, a bang.
I know. I'll be making beans, and as soon as it
Bang.
gets uncrazy.
As soon as it gets uncrazy?
Yeah. I have to have a smoker or something to cook them on, so everything is cool right now, right?
No.
What do you mean?
got a pot, don't you?
No.
1253.
All right.
All right.
Well, yeah, we got a
4. You gonna be able to see it?
I can do them over there.
Sorry.
Do it either way. I'll just use that pot.
1253. All right.
You ain't staying. Is that it?
You know, I got one more. I'm glad I did it. That was hard. That's hard too.
Yeah, you did what?
I saw it on sale the other day.
Give me another butt. Give me another butt. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry, hurry.
I feel you. It's so wide.
All right. Just gotta leave this. Remember this. Go ahead. Just do what you gotta do. If I gotta put some more on, I'll put some more on. Hold on a second.
My least favorite was number 1. It was overcooked, mushy. My most favorite was number 4. It was tender, good texture, good taste, moist. Thanks.
I like the flavor of number 1, but it was overcooked. Number 3 to me was the least favorite. I didn't care for the flavor. The texture wasn't too bad though. My favorite was number 5. Had a good flavor and good tenderness about it.
Well, obviously we have some very good competitors today. Number 2 would be my favorite. Good smoke flavor on the meat, very tender, good bark on the outside. Just an overall good job on that one. Probably my least favorite would be number 3, tender but overcooked and dry. Overall, though, very good today.
I thought both number 1 and number 2 had really good flavor, a little different, but they both had a really nice taste. The texture was actually a little off on number 1. My least favorite was number 4. It had 2 really different cuts of meat, and one was really overcooked, and one had a little bit of an off flavor. And between the 2, they really brought down the sample score.
Number 1 and number 2 had a good flavor profile to them. They were sweet, had a good, but texture was good. I probably scored them very high. Number 3 was a little dry. It was not very moist. Good smoky flavor. Number 3 was overcooked. I stuck it to the roof of my mouth, and it just stayed there, and it had to almost pick it back down. Good taste, just tenderness, a little bit overcooked. Number 3 was, or number 5 was overall was pretty darn good too. It had a good flavor profile, and texture was definitely good.
Yeah, I think my favorites were number 1 and number 3. My number 1 would have been the absolute favorite. Number 3 had a nice smoky taste that I liked. My least favorite would have been number 4.
There you go. There you go. All right. Yeah. All right. There you go. Better with some coleslaw, bun.
That's juicy, man. I can tell you that.
I need a wipe. Hey, Amerigo. I need a wipe.
All right.
Hopefully you're on mute this. Play some music over it.
Are you home?
Yeah, hit me.
You're gonna give it up just
All right, thank you. That's good.
Just raw footage, right?
I did get the other one, didn't I? Hold on. Flip it up. All right. Hold on.
Right in there. Put some on the end.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, walk
All right, flip it. All right.
Where'd the spatula go? Anybody see my spatula? That's right there. Okay.
See those?
Hey, right here.
You are through?
A bunch of garbage cans and some green trains straight up the road at the track.
All right, hold on.
As far right as you can and take a left.
Well, he's down here with us now. So
Okay, a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Good idea.
A little bit more. You're not straight. Gotta be straight, as Karen said.
All right. That's good.
Now, hold on.
Get it in the box.
I'm not getting the box. Go.
We'll kind of step back a little bit. Keep walking through. What are you wearing?
There you go. Tony, ready?
I'm ready.
We're doing our last turn.
There you go. Right here.
Keep walking. All right, keep walking.
Hold the box. I got you. Shrimp. See those? There's two.
Did you buy that one yet?
Two right there.
I think I like the number 2 because the tenderness was there and the taste was there both. My least favorite was number 4. They just didn't cook the fat off of it, and it was tough.
My least favorite was number 1, and it was just kind of too milly, too mushy. And my favorite was number 4. I liked the chewiness a little bit. It gave me something to eat on. It wasn't my favorite brisket by far, but it was the best on this plate.
My favorite was number 2. It was tender, good flavor. And my least favorite was number 4, which was really tough. It's hard to pull apart.
My favorite was number 2. It was very tender, had good flavor to it. And my least favorite was number 4, extremely dry and tough.